Oh yeah, I did some shopping today. Boo, yeah. Morning, guys. It's just almost 11, I think. I just got home. Okay, it is almost 11. It's 10:45. I just got home. As you can tell, I went and I did some damage at the bookstore. Thank you very much. No, I was just like, I was bored, I was tired, and I love everybody. You'll probably confuse me. She's talking about the Old Republic again, but I love the Old Republic, and there are 4 books so far about the Old Republic. It is technically, you can say, the Darth Bane series is part of the Old Republic, but I haven't read those yet. I've been told they're really good, so I want to read them. But I have read the 4 Old Republic books, one of which you could technically say is set after KOTOR, Revan, but I love them so much, so I decided I was going to go, and I have holds on Revan, Fatal Alliance, and Annihilation at the library. Well, Revan and Fatal Alliance are in transit. Annihilation is pending, and that's driving me bonkers because that means 10 to 1. I'm not going to get Annihilation for a good long while. I want to read that book. So today I decided, we sold that collapsible wagon I got to take up with me to Mackinac Island. We sold it because we used it maybe like 2 times. And I got $50 for it. And then I got $6 today. So I had $56. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble to see if they have a copy of Annihilation. And if they have Annihilation, I'm just going to buy it and cancel my hold simply because, you know, I don't want to wait for 4 or 5 months to finally get a hold of a copy of Annihilation. So I said I was just going to buy it. So I walked over to Barnes & Noble, and also I had 2 pulled. 1 to see if they're Annihilation, and 2 to see if I could find the Last Jedi poster with the credits. So I went to Barnes & Noble, and they, now look at this, look at this, look at this. I went for 1 book. I got 4. They had Annihilation, which is about there, and so I'm so excited this one. So they had Annihilation, but they not only had Annihilation, they also had Revan and Deceived and Fatal Alliance. So what did I do? What did I do? I bought all 4 because they were $7.99. I quickly did the math. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be less than $35. I am still getting this, so I got all 4 Old Republic books. Because I am like, there is no way I'm ever, it's Barnes & Noble, and they have had all 4 before. I've seen all 4 before, and I've debated about it, but I'm like, I don't know. But today I went because in my head, I'm like, they have all 4 now, and they actually had multiple copies of, like, Revan. I think they had 1 other copy of Revan, I think, to see, but they had a few copies, but they have, like, I'm like, they have 1 each of all 4. I'm going to be stupid. I'm going to get all 4 just because I love the Old Republic so much. I love these stories. I have read Revan and Deceived. I really enjoyed them. I've been trying to get Fatal Alliance and Annihilation, so now I have all 4. So now I have to go cancel Annihilation, the hold on that, but the 2 other ones are in transit, which means I can't just cancel them because even if I cancel them, I still have to pay the 25 cents, which is actually no big deal because I actually have 2 coupons for free holds, which means I don't actually have to pay. I just give them the coupons and then whatever. So it's no skin off my nose, really. So I'm not that concerned about that. So I went and I got them. I'm super, super, super excited, and I can kind of figure this out. So Revan takes place 300 years before the Old Republic starts. This one is the start. There's actually a trailer. If you guys have ever seen the Old Republic trailers, there's a trailer which shows the sacking of Coruscant. They did like 3 trailers. They did a main cinematic trailer, which is the one that plays before you start the game. You see that one, and then they did 2 kind of mini trailers. One is which pretty much introduces all the trailers, kind of introduce all the characters, and then you have one that's the Republic side of the war, and then you have one called, which I forgot the name of this one, but there's a trailer called Deceived, which is the Imperial side, and it's actually the sacking of Coruscant. That is what this book is about, is actually the sacking of Coruscant and the aftermath. And that, I really, actually my brother's like, he said he didn't like this book. The only good thing about the book was that it was based on the trailer. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. So, I really liked it. Revan was really good. This one's really good. This one takes place at some point during the game. I haven't figured it out yet. This is one I haven't read. I've been listening to it on audiobook. But this is one where for the first time during the war, the Sith and the Empire and the Republic have to work together because there's a brand new evil. I'm trying to figure out if that's like leading into, if that's supposed to be a story that's part of Shadow of Revan, because Shadow of Revan is where the Republic and Empire work together for the first time, and that kind of leads into Knights of the Fallen Empire. So I'm trying to figure out if this is supposed to go along with the Shadow of Revan. So far, I've been listening to an audiobook. It's really good, and one of the characters is Satil's Padawan, so I'm really enjoying that. I'm loving it. And then this one, this is the one I'm most excited about. This is called Annihilation. It is about Theron Shan. This one takes place after the main story of the game. How do I know that? It's because I'm timelining out my Star Wars The Old Republic story. So I'm going through and trying to timeline out the Jedi Knight storyline, which means I'm also trying to timeline out Theron's storyline, which is so much fun. It's not fun at all. Oh my gosh, it is such a headache, but I'm doing my best. So this actually takes place during the game after the main story, I want to say, and it's really, really good. I'm excited. I can't wait to read this. Theron and Satil are two of my favorite SOTAR characters, so this is really exciting for me because I can't wait to dive in and read this. So my favorite SOTAR characters, Old Republic characters, are Revan, Satil, Theron, and Lana. I love them. So oddly enough, that's 2 girls and 2 boys. So I really am excited to dive into this. But of course, it being me, I have to read them in order. So first will be Revan, and I actually kind of started reading it. So I'm excited. I got my SOTAR books. I'm really excited to dive into them, get started. I'm also really excited because I actually stayed up late this morning to finish out the chapter 2 storyline for my Sith sorcerer, Chisei. Well, she's an Inquisitor, but I have her as a sorcerer in the class. So I was finishing out my story for Chisei, which means I've started on chapter 3, which is great because that means I'm almost done with the main storyline for the Sith Inquisitor, which means, yay! That's my first Imperial tomb where I have done the full story, which means I only have 3 more to do. And then once I do the main story for all 4 of them, I will get my legendary status, which means I have completed every single character class in the game. I have done the main story, which is just 3 chapters. So I've done all the stories. I've already went through and done the stories for all the Republic classes. So now I'm working on the Imperial classes, and I'm almost done. I'm on the final chapter with my Sith Inquisitor, which makes me so happy because the next one is my Imperial agent, Layla. And then after Layla, I will do my Sith warrior, Naomi. I'm probably weird because I come up with totally normal names for my tunes, and all the people in my guild, they have names like Tisal, Tison, Tatahim, and I'm like, huh? Like, I can't even say their names. Like, there's one that's like, Iskobalia, and I'm like, I'm playing a character named Chisei. And the other day I was sitting there, and I'm like, oh my god, Chisei is just 1 letter off from Chiss. So I'm like, okay, I really need to start rethinking my character names. But I named her after Chisei from, Ancient Magus Bride, which I love. So I'm doing Layla next. She's my Imperial agent, and then Naomi, my Sith warrior, and then finally I will go through and try to finish out the game with Malia, my bounty hunter, which I redid my bounty hunter because I screwed up the story with Torian. So now I have to figure out where I messed that up. I have to do a lot of research to figure out how I'm supposed to get that option because it just seems like something was up. But I think I figured it out. Apparently, there's a glitch in the game where I've talked about this. The romance with Torian won't lock in if you talk to Mako right after having Torian join your crew. So you can't talk to Mako after you pick him up on Terrace. You have to wait until I think like Hoth and try to get the romance with him locked in, and then you talk to Mako. So that's gonna be interesting. I actually have to rewrite my notes and have it written down. Don't talk to Mako after getting Torian, because if I talk to Mako, apparently the conversation with Mako, if you don't lock in the romance, encourages her to go pursue him, which means your romance doesn't really happen. And so, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I just don't really want to recreate Malia again, because Mazdi, which I haven't deleted my original one, she's level 70. I'm keeping her so I have a level 70 for each of my sides. So I have a level 70 For my Republic side, that's my original Jedi Counselor, Clara, that I don't play because I screwed up so much. And then I'll have Mazzy for Imperial, which I haven't really finished her story, which I'm not that worried about. Because I will soon have a level 70 in Chisei, and once I finish the story with Chisei, I can delete Mazzy, and I have Malia, and Chisei will be my level 70. So, yeah, so I gotta do that. Speaking of, I named my bounty hunter Malia. I designed her and I was trying to figure out her name. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta come up with a name. I named her Malia after this cute little girl I watch on YouTube. Her family does these vlogs called the Hayes Family Vlogs. Malia is a sweetheart. She's, I want to say 5 or 6. And she and her family go to Disneyland all the time. They live in California. And she just has... She's just so funny and silly. She is sassy. She is a sweetheart. I love watching her. So I'm going to put a link. I will remember this time. I didn't remember last time. This time I will remember to put a link to their channel in the description below so you guys can go check out the Hayes Family Vlog. They are... I love Malia. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. And it is so funny because they go to Disneyland all the time and she gets so excited to see all the characters. And I'm just waiting for the day. It's actually happened a couple times where she has gone to meet like Donald and Minnie, and they will not let go of her. So they go so many times that the actors and cast members recognize them, and they know her, and they get so excited to see her because she's always so excited to see them. Like every day is her first time at the park, and I'm just waiting one day for one of them to just grab her and go, okay, bye Mom and Dad, we're keeping Malia. Like literally, this little 5 or 6-year-old, her dream is not to be a Disney princess. Her dream is to work at Disneyland. She wants to be a cast member. They go to the parks just to see cast members. They just don't go to ride rides and see the characters and stuff in the shows. They do that, but they also go to see these cast members because Malia loves the cast members. She wants to be a cast member so much. So I love watching Malia. So I named my bounty hunter Malia for her. It seems kind of weird that I named an Imperial tune after this really sweet girl. But my reasoning is in one of the early videos, they take her to see the Star Wars show, Path of the Jedi at Disneyland. And, she was scared. She was like 3 at the time. She was 3 or almost 4. She was scared of Darth Vader and Kylo Ren. But then apparently after the show, she turned to her dad and said she was so sad because Kylo Ren got beaten. They scare her, but she's so sad that they got beaten that they lost. So I just couldn't help it. Malia, I was going to give my character an M name anyway, and Malia just seemed to fit, so I just went and named her Malia. So, Malia, you have a character in my game named after you, because I love you so much. So, yeah, she's adorable, she's cute, I love watching her videos. They just went to Disney World a few months ago. Oh my gosh, it was amazing watching those videos, so I love watching them so much, so. Yay, Star Wars night is happening. We got our tickets. Speaking of Star Wars, we are going to Star Wars night, me and my dad. He got box seats behind the Loon's dugout. They're 2 in, so I'm not going to complain too much that they're not on the end. They're only 2 in, and I don't plan on jumping up and getting up that much and stuff anyway. So they're 2 in. I'm excited. The only bad news is currently it keeps going back and forth, the weather, whether it's going to just rain or whether it's going to fall on a thunderstorm. And I'm like, oh, dear Lord, no rain. No. This is like the biggest Star Wars event. No, this is not the biggest. This is the only Star Wars event in Midland. Okay, this is it. There is nothing else. Unless you count Free Comic Book Day where they had like 1 clone trooper and an Imperial officer. I mean, Star Wars at the library, there wasn't even anybody there. So it's like, oh my gosh, this is like it. This is it. This is like the biggest, the only Star Wars event in Midland. So for somebody like me, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to go. This is it. This is it. This is the only time I will be around other Star Wars people and I can full on dress up and people go, well, not just stop and stare at me like I'm a freak. They will go, hey, that's awesome. I get that. I mean, most of the time Star Wars stuff anyway, but Star Wars night is totally different. The vibe is different. I love it. It's so much fun. So I don't want it to rain. I don't want it to storm when it's Star Wars night because this is my night. This is the funnest night. Last year it was the best night of my life. So I'm really, really hoping that I get another best night of my life. So I don't want it to rain. I don't want it to storm. I just want it to be so nice and beautiful and perfect so I can have this amazing night. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm praying so hard it does not rain. It does not storm at the game. Because if it rains and storms too much, they're going to cancel it. And they won't, they'll reschedule the game, but they won't reschedule the theme. So if the Star Wars night is canceled, there won't be another Star Wars night till next year. So that kind of sucks. So yeah, that's not fun. So I'm crossing my fingers. It does not storm this Saturday. I am excited. I already have plans. I actually have a job interview tomorrow at Codebreakers Escape Room. Apparently they just opened up in Midland. I didn't even know they existed. If I had known where they were located, I probably wouldn't have applied in the first place because my mom is trying to get it where all three of us kind of work in the same area up here by the mall. Because my mom works at Walmart, my brother works at Staples, and if I can get a job in that area, that will make it so much easy to make it really easy to carpool. But I applied for this job yesterday. They called me back like an hour after I applied to set up an interview. And it didn't have an address. So I'm like, okay, it's probably going to be a new store at the mall because I had never heard of it. They're actually open at this place, in this plaza by this place called Frick's Bar, which I know where it's at because it's actually down by where I went to high school. So it's actually down the street, around the corner, and almost all the way to Northwood University. Actually, I think it is across from Northwood. So that's where this place is located. And because of that, that means my parents would not be able to carpool me because they all work at this end of the town. I'd be working at that end of the town. So when I go in for my interview tomorrow, I'm going to make it very clear that, one, I ride my bike or walk. So two, I would only be able to work from like 8 or 9 a.m. to 4 or 5. I could not work past 5 because I would have to then bike home and bike there. So I'm waiting to see if they decide to hire me based on those limitations. If they agree with those limitations, then heck yeah, I will take this job. If not, then I just start over again. And I go start throwing my application in a bunch of places. I'm this close to breaking down and applying to work at Spencer's. The only reason I'm hesitant is because of the stuff Spencer sells, and it's not exactly my personality or stuff I would buy, but I need a job. So, especially since I plan on ordering Rebels Season 4 today, which will be about $37. I'm going to get shipped, but since it's that much, I don't have to pay for shipping. I just have to pay for that and tax. So Rebels Season 4 won't be that expensive. I'm ordering it from Target because apparently Walmart will not carry the Rebels Blu-rays. I discovered this last year when I tried to get Season 3 on Blu-ray. They only had Season 3 on DVD. This time when I went to look up Season 4 on Blu-ray to see who was already pre-selling it, Walmart only had a listing for the DVDs and not the Blu-rays. So I'm going to Target to get it. I've talked about this last year, I'm kind of more, maybe last year, maybe a couple of years ago, I am leaning more towards going to Target mainly for my Star Wars stuff. Walmart is great, but Target has like more Star Wars stuff. They actually have, they actually have 2 lightsabers I want. One is one that changes color between blue and red, and it's Anakin, so I kind of want it, because I'm like, that's so cool, because I've seen it, and I love it, and I want it. Plus, it's one I can actually fit my hand around. I kind of can't fit my hand around the one I have that was Anakin. So how did he get so big? So I kind of want that. I think that's because that's a kid's version. So I kind of want that. They also have the Forces of Destiny lightsaber set I want. It comes with a lightsaber and a little lightsaber dagger. And I'm like, that's cute, but I kind of want the Anakin one more because it's more adult. They also have a good selection of Forces of Destiny dolls. They had Rey, they had Leia on Hoth, Leia on Endor, and Jen, and Sabine. However, they didn't have what I was looking for. I was actually looking for Ahsoka. That's the only other Forces of Destiny doll I want is Ahsoka Tano, and maybe Anakin Skywalker. Oh, and Padme. I want Padme. So I'm trying to get a few Forces of Destiny dolls. The only one I absolutely want at this point is Ahsoka, and Walmart did not have Forces of Destiny dolls, and Target, theirs are on clearance, and I almost would have gotten it if they had Ahsoka, but they didn't have Ahsoka, so I'm bummed. The search continues. I will find my Ahsoka Forces of Destiny doll. I will. I swear. But, yeah, so. Interview tomorrow. Today, my mom and my brother are at work. I'm going to go wash this mat I call hair. Next week, plan is on Tuesday, I'm going to go to, the mall to pick up Thrawn Alliances. I'm also going to go to Claire's to pick up some earrings. I have a 20% off coupon because I signed up for their emails and I ordered a bottle of the ear aftercare stuff. I'm still waiting for it to ship. It has not shipped yet. It's supposed to be going to the store. So hopefully it ships, and if it hasn't shipped, I'm going to check Saturday and see. Because I keep checking and it says it hasn't shipped yet. And then I'm nervous because I feel like I'm almost out. So if worst comes to worst, I'm just going to go and end up buying another bottle from the store. And then probably end up with 3. And once those run out, I'm just going to switch to using peroxide. But I got to get some earrings. I'm going to get some, right now they're doing buy one, get one 50% off on earrings. I don't know if that's going to be working next week. I don't know. But I I have the 20% off coupon, so it's no big deal. My ears are doing great. They're only red now when I twist them and clean them. However, they are getting easier to twist. It is not hurting as much when I twist them or when I clean them. This one hurts more now because I keep bumping it. But other than that, they are fine. They go red for very long after I clean them. They don't get as red, so everything is going hunky-dory with my ears. So that's good news. So I'm looking forward to it. I only got like 2 more weeks after tomorrow left on not changing my studs. So I'm going to go buy some studs. And I'm going to look for a pair that is as small and flat as possible that I can wear to sleep in. And those will be like my earrings. I wear to bed. I wear them in the shower, stuff like that. So I can just take them out and put them back and exchange them with other earrings. So that way I can practice, because I need practice taking my earrings in and out. So that's the plan today. Just going to relax a little bit, take a shower, go to Speedway later, definitely play some Old Republic. I posted a new chapter yesterday on my fan fiction, so after I post a new chapter, I give myself like 2 or 3 days where I take a break. So I probably won't really be, I probably might write a little, but other than that, it's just going to be a nice slow day. Try to get as much done in Old Republic as I can, because I also owe my guild boss 7.5 million credits. Because he went out and bought me this really awesome, like, complete armor outfit for Naomi and got her these really nice boots and everything. He spent 7.5 million. So I am trying to earn as much credits back in the game as I can so that I can pay him back, so that by the time I get to Naomi, he can send me this outfit. So, but I'm paying him back. So I don't know how much I have. I've probably paid like 500,000. So yeah. I need to pay him a lot more. I don't know how much, but it's like every time I save up like about 150 to 200, 300,000, I send him almost all of it because I just need to get that armor. So I'm going to get going for the day. You guys stay safe, stay sane. I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers. Go check out the Hayes Family vlog, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.